Have you ever looked at a simple leaf, just a leaf, and thought, this could be worth more than gold? No? Well, that's about to change. Because today, we're diving into one of the most underrated, low-cost, and surprisingly profitable businesses you can start right now. A unique herbal business that can be launched with literally €0 in your pocket. No fancy lab. No big brand name. No expensive machines. Just nature, creativity, and your willingness to start small and think big. So, make yourself a cup of herbal tea, mint, chamomile, or whatever you've got, and settle in. Because by the end of this, you might never look at a garden, park, or forest walk the same way again. Let's start with a story. A few years ago in Berlin, Sophie, a 27-year-old student, couldn't afford to rent a studio for her art. She spent her weekends walking in nearby parks to clear her mind. One day, she noticed old ladies collecting wild herbs. Out of curiosity, she asked what they were doing. Making teas, one said. They help with sleep, digestion, everything. Sophie thought it was cute, until she checked Etsy and saw those same sleep teas selling for €18 a jar. That night, she didn't sleep much, but not because of caffeine. She had just discovered her new business. Within a year, Sophie's brand, made from wild herbs and reusable jars, was earning her more than her full-time job. Here's the crazy part. Her first investment was a pair of gloves and an empty jar. That's it. Now, let's talk numbers, because business without numbers is just a hobby. According to recent European wellness market reports, the herbal products industry is worth over €130 billion and growing every single year. From herbal teas to skincare, from home remedies to eco-perfumes, people are rediscovering nature. Why? Because we're tired. Tired of chemicals, tired of side effects, tired of labels we can't even pronounce. People want natural, simple, authentic products, something that feels personal and pure. And that's your opportunity. You're not competing with giant corporations here. You're connecting people to something timeless, nature itself. Let's destroy the biggest myth right now. You need money to start a business. Wrong. You don't need money. You need knowledge and creativity. Take Luca from Milan. He started by collecting rosemary, lavender, and sage from abandoned public spaces. Legally, of course. He dried them at home, packed them in handmade paper sachets, and began selling Italian kitchen herb blends to tourists at local weekend markets. He didn't spend €1, he earned them first. Your advantage is that herbs grow everywhere, from mountain paths to your grandmother's backyard. Once you learn how to identify, dry, and use them safely, you've got a renewable business source growing under your feet. You don't have to build the next L'Oreal. You just need one micro niche, one little corner of the herbal world to own. Here are some unique ideas. Herbal candles. Handmade candles infused with calming herbs like chamomile or lavender. Sleep tea kits. Dried herbs in small reusable glass jars with aesthetic labels like Dream Calm or Rest and Reset. Natural hair oils. Rosemary and peppermint infused olive oil. Amazing for scalp growth. Herbal bath soaks. Himalayan salt with dried rose petals and herbs. Beautiful, simple, and luxurious. Eco air fresheners. Tiny sachets of mint, lemon balm, and eucalyptus for wardrobes or cars. Notice something? These all sound fancy, but they're made from simple plants and ingredients available anywhere in Europe. Let's get practical. How do you actually start a herbal business with €0? Step 1. Learn your herbs. Spend a few days researching native herbs in your area. You can identify them using free apps like PlantNet or Seek. Step 2. Collect responsibly. Pick small amounts. Never overharvest. You're not a bulldozer, you're a caretaker. Step 3. Dry and store. Air dry herbs at home in a cool, dark space. Old newspapers, string, and patience. That's all you need. Step 4. Brand simply. You don't need printed labels. Write handwritten tags, use recycled jars, and give your products a story. Hand-picked from the gardens of Paris sounds a lot better than batch number 204. Step 5. Sell online or locally. Start on Instagram, Etsy, or your local weekend market. Offer samples. Talk to people. Word of mouth in small European towns travels faster than an algorithm. Let's talk about why this business has such insane potential. Humans crave connection, and trust me, they can feel the difference between mass production and personal passion. When Sophie in Berlin writes on her jar label, collected under the full moon near the Spree River. It sounds poetic, because it is. People buy emotions first, products second. Your herbal business is not just selling herbs. It's selling peace, nostalgia, and wellness. And here's a secret. People don't buy what's cheap. They buy what feels real. So instead of shouting, "Buy my herbs," tell a story. Every leaf was hand-picked at sunrise to capture the energy of the morning. Now it's no longer tea. It's an experience. Once you master one herbal product, you can easily branch out. Imagine this. You start with herbal teas. Then you add soaps and candles. Later, you open a small online store, The Green Room, offering herbal-infused everything. You become the name people trust for natural wellness. And here's the beauty. Your business scales naturally. Herbs grow fast, dry easily, and can be stored for months. You can collaborate with local farms, botanical gardens, or even cafes. Offer Herbal Tea of the Month subscriptions. Sell gift boxes for Valentine's Day, Christmas, or Mother's Day. Every season brings a new story and new revenue. Let's take a tour. In London, Alex started Tea Tales, a one-person operation creating herbal teas inspired by British folklore. Each blend had a little legend on the back, the Queen's Garden or the Healer's Brew. He started with €0, borrowing jars from friends and drying herbs on baking sheets. Now he sells to cafes across London. In Milan, Luca's blends are in local grocery shops. He never raised funding. He just showed up every weekend, rain or shine. And in Berlin, Sophie expanded into a tiny home studio. She now teaches workshops on herbal skincare and earns extra through online courses. All of them started broke. The only thing they invested was belief. Branding doesn't mean logos and slogans. It's emotion. When people see your brand, what should they feel? Calm, natural beauty, earthy simplicity. Choose a tone and stay consistent. Use natural colors, beige, green, brown. Use fonts that feel human, not corporate. Show your hands, your process, your story. Remember, big brands sell products. Small creators sell trust. And when you have trust, you don't need to chase customers. They chase you. Here's how it could look in real life. Month 1, you start researching herbs, drying samples, experimenting with tea mixes. Month 2, you design simple labels, open a free Instagram page, post aesthetic photos. Month 3, you sell to friends, family, maybe a few local cafes. Month 4 to 6, you refine your top sellers, get feedback, reinvest profits. Month 7 plus, you expand online, collaborate, and build consistency. Within a year, if you stay persistent, you could be earning a stable income from something you literally started with €0. No investor, no fancy mentor, no office, just dedication. Let's geek out for a moment. Herbal products have high perceived value, but low production cost. Think about it. A jar of dried mint might cost you 50 cents to make, but sells for 10 to 15 euros. A handmade soap bar infused with rosemary oil costs €1, but retails for 12 euros. A herbal face mist costs €2 to make, sells for 20 euros. That's an 800 to 1,000% markup. The secret lies in presentation, storytelling, and niche targeting, not massive production. Don't fall into these traps. Trying to do everything at once. Pick one niche and own it. Overcomplicating packaging. Start simple, upgrade later. Ignoring quality. Herbs must be clean, fresh, and dried properly. Skipping storytelling. A pretty jar without a story is just a jar. Giving up too soon. Nature takes time. So will your business. Remember, even the biggest trees started as tiny seeds. Let's be honest, your first batch might look weird. Your friends will tease you. What are you, a witch now? Your kitchen might smell like a forest exploded. Your dog might eat your mint leaves. But that's part of the journey. Entrepreneurship isn't glamorous, it's hilarious. You'll laugh, you'll fail, you'll mix the wrong herbs once and make a tea that tastes like a garden accident. But then, one day, someone will message you saying, "Your tea helped me sleep better." And you'll realize, that's it. That's the real reward. Once you start making consistent sales, you can scale in smart, natural ways. Partner with local organic shops or weekend farmers markets. Launch a small online store through Shopify or Etsy. Collaborate with cafes or yoga studios for co-branded herbal blends. Offer subscriptions, monthly boxes with seasonal herbs. Every expansion adds another root to your business tree. This business isn't just about money. It's about purpose. It's about reconnecting people with the planet. About showing that success doesn't need pollution, greed, or massive factories. You can build wealth with integrity, one leaf, one jar, one smile at a time. When you create something from the earth, you're part of something eternal. Listen, you might feel like you're not ready. Like you need more money, more knowledge, more time. But the truth is, the world doesn't need another big company. It needs more people like you. Real, passionate, creative. Start with what you have. Start where you are. Even if all you have is curiosity and a window ledge with a potted mint plant, that's enough. Because one small step can grow into something powerful. Someday, you'll look back and realize your business didn't start with money. It started with belief. So, take that first step. Explore, experiment, fail, laugh, learn, grow. Because in a world full of noise, your small, natural voice might just be the calm people are searching for. Remember, fortune doesn't always hide in skyscrapers or stock charts. Sometimes, it's growing quietly in your garden, waiting for you to notice. That's the magic of business and the beauty of beginning.
What if the secret to making more money has always been out there, just hidden from you? At Dollarmine Tricks on Patreon, we share simple, proven pro tricks to boost your income, smart online business ideas, and real strategies that successful people use every day, but rarely talk about. No fluff, no complicated theory, just practical pro tricks and methods that actually work. Join Dollarmine Tricks on Patreon today and start your journey to real financial freedom.